Is this
Howdy
hot
do.
sauce? Do we have hot sauce now? Look at that. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Really? As ready as you're going to be?
Yep.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Wendy. Wait, what's your middle name?
Well, now it's Parrish.
No, your middle name.
Yeah. I changed it.
Oh, what was it before?
Lee.
Wendy Lee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wendy Parrish Conan.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
if I ever write a book, I'm going to use all three names.
You should.
Because people with three names are...
Why aren't you writing a book right now?
I don't know. Someday.
I mean, not right now because we're recording, but...
Because I have to exist in a capitalist society where I have to work for money.
But Wendy... But Wendy, in all the movies that we watch, writers try to write.
Yeah.
And they write in very cool places. Mm-hmm. You know, like, for example, A Barely Pink Room.
Yeah.
Come on. Everybody's a writer and they don't have other jobs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm too busy writing other people's stuff, I guess.
Gus, are you going to have a breathing problem? Do you need some Ubrelvy? No. Do you need a once-a-day inhaler for your COPD?
Lay down, Gus. Lay down. Lay down.
Sorry, folks. That is not the demon from one or both of our two movies this week.
Yeah. So, what are you drinking?
Oh my gosh. Yes. We should say that it is St. Patrick's Day.
While we're recording, yeah.
While we're recording.
And we both have greens, so no pinches.
There she goes. And if I wore green, I got a free drink at 7 Brew. And I tell you what, the line was wrapped around the building.
Wow.
Yeah, they were running out there. Somebody just ran up to my car and took my order. It's the little gal that used to work at Hotworks, but I don't think she recognized me.
Oh, okay.
Adorable. She was freezing. So my drink is finally, I got wild and did the secret menu since it's a holiday, but it's still a blondie.
Yeah.
But it's an Irish blondie. So I think it's got Irish.
So it's got whiskey in it?
Cream. I wish.
We could help you out with that if you want to have a real Irish coffee.
Maybe.
Well, I was gonna I have all the stuff to make these green mimosa drinks, and I was going to offer you one, but then I was like, there's a lot of drinking of fluids already. So
so many fluids.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was in a bind when I left here last week. A bind. I mean, I wasn't bound up. I wish I had been. Yeah. I was on the interstate. This is a problem.
It's a problem with drinking a bunch of coffee.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a Irish-y drink as well called the Emerald. Mm-hmm. And it's mint syrup and white chocolate, I believe. Again, delicious, but I don't taste any mint. I don't know what's going on there with them.
Maybe it's you.
You think so?
Maybe your mint bud in your tongue is broken.
Maybe. Is it like spicy food where you build a tolerance?
Do you?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm saying maybe.
Do you build a tolerance to spicy food?
You do.
Oh.
I think probably because you kill your taste buds. Sometimes when that pain that you're feeling is like your taste buds actually dying.
No.
That's what my brother said. I don't know. I remember him saying that.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, but he's true. But he's also like an encyclopedia.
Wait, it's probably like when my grandpa said, "Don't touch that squirrel's tail or you'll get electrocuted."
You think my brother was trying to save me from spicy food?
No, he's trying to keep it all for himself.
Okay.
That bothers me to say that my taste buds are dying when I'm eating something I really like. And the way that you can't stop eating it.
Yeah.
It's like it's a form of self-harm then.
It's it's addictive because you get a hit of like good adrenaline and dopamine when because your body's going into stress.
You're being possessed
Yeah.
by your tongue demon. Your tongue has control. And yeah, that's upsetting.
Yeah.
Speaking of demons.
Yeah, this week.
Everything's a demon.
Yeah. It's an easy villain to have, I think, because a demon can do whatever you want it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the theme this week is movies that actually scared us.
That actually scared Wendy.
Okay, I'm a wuss.
No,
that was going to be one of my questions was, did these actually scare you?
No, that wasn't even, I did say it because it was funny.
Yeah.
But what I was thinking was, by that comment was that you had seen them both and I'd seen neither.
Correct.
But yeah. So, yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Heredity was my pick.
Heredity, and yeah, you're right. It starts out with a bang.
The Ring was yours, right?
Right.
What? Oh, Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Yeah, I kept calling it Heredity. In my head, it was Heredity, and then I realized when I was searching for it that it's actually Hereditary. So sorry.
So right off the bat, we know it has something to do with the family, something to do with something passed on.
Yes.
That little girl was so weird looking.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to see her more. So it's too bad when she got decapitated.
Right.
That was shocking.
Yes.
And then the kid.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck would you do?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that I think was so unsettling about, or one of the many things that was so unsettling about this movie was that I feel like he really captured like how humans would actually respond in those situations.
Shock.
Yeah, because if something like that happened to me, I think I would do the same thing. I would like not be able to look at it.
Right.
I would be like, oh shit, what do I do? And I would just like drive home and not be able to even think about what I'm doing. And that's exactly what he does in the movie.
And then you're like waiting on. Here's why I don't have any notes at all, because I watched it like I'd watch a normal movie. Like I wasn't, usually I have a notebook.
Yeah.
And I'm jotting things down that I'll never say later while we record. But so I was literally like covered up with a blanket sometimes. I was on the edge of my seat, literally. That's where I was when he's lying there with his eyes open, knowing that his mom is about to discover her weird little daughter headless in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Those blood-curdling screams. And Toni Collette. Everything okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Toni Collette, I love her. And I don't know if you've seen Muriel's Wedding.
No.
Oh my God. So it's on the list.
Yeah, it is.
That's where I fell in love with her. She's so good.
She is so good in this. She actually didn't want to do this film, I read.
Okay.
Because she was like, I need to do something lighter. Because she does take on a lot of like very dramatic roles.
This is true.
But she said that the script was too compelling and she decided to do it anyway.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Scariest part was when she's chasing after Peter into the attic and is just banging her head on the attic door.
I really like the few things like right before that when she's like hanging out up in the corner.
Oh yeah.
And they drag it out so long.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in this movie where they don't give you the like relief of the jump scare when you want it.
Yeah.
And so you're just like stressed out the whole time.
Yeah.
But she eventually jumps down from the ceiling. But it's like so subtle the way that she's in the frame. Like you notice her, but you know, it's not like meant. Oh, it's so creepy.
And you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
So, evidently she's possessed.
Yeah. So
by Paimon, who,
Yeah, King. Yeah, King Paimon.
Which
Paimon.
I'm just gonna say Paimon.
Paimon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna picture up high.
Paimon.
Paimon.
That's a good way.
One
to
in
think
each
about it.
hand.
Yeah.
I'm the Paimon. Hello.
People are going to be disappointed when they watch this now because he doesn't have any pie.
I know. Maybe you just need to eat some pie while you watch it.
It's not an appetizing movie.
No, God,
There's a lot. Yeah, but you talk
Yeah.
about that shocking decapitation is really gross. And then, yeah, a lot of the other
There's
stuff is...
3 decapitations.
Yeah, what is with all the beheading?
I don't understand what that had to do with... Well, the demon basically wants to, like, inhabit
Yes.
the boy.
Mm-hmm.
So none of the women mattered.
Right.
And so the witches, or the worshippers...
Yeah, the cult.
set that up. That's a lot. That's a lot to say, like, oh, you had control over all that, like that there were nuts in the cake, and that he would be speeding to the hospital, and then you put a deer in the road so that he'll swerve, and she gets decapitated by the pole on purpose.
Yeah.
We're supposed to believe that was the demon or the witches or the whatevers.
Yeah. Well, they did put there's that symbol that the for the cult or whatever, the grandma's wearing it at the funeral on a necklace.
Yes.
And then that's on the pole.
Oh, it's on the pole.
Which is something I watching this again and like having a little bit more like background on it, I understood it a lot more. The first time I watched the movie, I was like, this is very confusing. Yeah. But I'm still unsettled, and it made an impact on me that way. But now, like, I looked into the background of it. So basically, like, the daughter is already possessed.
Okay.
So this, like, I can't remember what the reference is, but that noise that she's making, that is the demon.
Oh,
and I don't
just got
know
the
why.
Impression that she'd always done that, like that she had a bit of autism, and that was her.
Well, she did
self-soothing sound that her behavior.
Right,
did.
First time, that's what I thought too.
Okay.
But the reading that I did suggests that she's actually been possessed since a child, like a baby, because
it's hereditary,
right? The grandmother couldn't put the demon into the boy because she kept him away from her. Oh. And so she got obsessed with the daughter. What's her name? Charlie. Grandmother got obsessed with Charlie, and they put the demon in her.
Okay, that's
so once
weird.
Once the mother was back in the boy's life, I don't remember his name. Alex is the actor. Peter. Then they're like, oh, we do have a male host now, so we have to kill the daughter and then get the demon to go into Peter.
Wow.
Yeah.
First world problems.
Right. And there's a little thing I didn't notice when I watched it the first time. There's a light every time somebody gets possessed by the demon.
In the little treehouse?
No. There's like a blue light. And
that flickers through the room.
Yes. That's supposed to be him, whoever is
Pie Man.
Yeah, Pie Man.
He's delivering some pies.
He delivers pies at the speed of light.
Yeah, blue light.
And then into your body. So
cool.
Yeah, that follows it. But so that makes a little bit more sense now. Because like I was not following that. I never really realized that the daughter was possessed.
I just have to throw this out because I always throw this out. It always bothers me.
Yeah.
She's a fucking artist.
I know. Miniatures.
Hi.
I wrote lots about that too.
Honestly, super cool.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to do that? Be spooky, creepy. Don't recreate the most traumatic scenes. Or do. If it helps you through.
Yeah. I mean, I think all artists are putting their life into stuff. She just does it like very literally.
Yeah.
So
it really is. It really is like a self therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it was inappropriate of her to recreate the accident?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. Her husband was very upset, and she's like, it's a neutral view of the accident. It's like, there's no neutral viewing of that accident.
But she was possessed too, or at least was that before or after she conjured up the? She didn't really conjure anything. That demon
No, it was the
already
demon the whole
there.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They thought that they were talking to their loved ones, but it was probably just the Hmmm.
Right. Well, yeah. So why did Aunt Lydia even have to teach her how to do a seance if
Well, that was Joan.
Yeah, I just said Aunt Lydia because
Okay.
of Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, okay.
She bothers me.
Oh. She was trying to get because she was in the cult, so she was trying to trick Tony Collette's character into
just to push it to the boy.
Mm-hmm. So do you think the real villain of this movie is
Joan.
Pie Man or Joan?
Joan. Joan. That was the most disgusting thing. How did they get the headless bodies up into the treehouse and pose them without rigor?
Well, yeah, especially the grandmother.
Yeah.
She'd been dead for a long time. She was definitely stiff.
And they dragged her up into the attic because of how they said everybody in the family needs to be in the house. Mm-hmm. Gross. Who thought they meant that? Mm-hmm. The husband knew right away that her grave was desecrated.
Yes.
But he didn't tell her.
Mm-hmm.
He was such a dud. Woo-woo! Coffee break! Let's talk about our beans.
Hey Bean Flickers, have you followed us yet? We are on Instagram and Facebook at Flickin' Beans Pod. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave us a review. Yeah, I was like, how is he holding it together? He does break down eventually, I guess, at a red light, but who hasn't?
On the daily. I mean, when I leave the house.
Yeah.
When. Good God, you are right.
Yeah. But otherwise, he's like, I don't know if he's just, he has to hold it together because everybody else is just so messed up from it. But
I think he's just like, what the actual fuck is going on with my family? Plus, the grief. They didn't really, none of them processed the grief. It was just glossed over. Like, they just went on living and she's not there. And they didn't really, I'm sorry, with all the movies that we've seen, with all of the life I've lived, how did they not arrest the son?
Yeah. Or
at least question him. I'll tell you how. Satan. I'm sorry, Pie Man. And Joan. and the cops were probably in the coven too.
Oh, perhaps.
How did they decide how many of them got to be in the treehouse at the end when they crowned him the king of pies?
I don't know. And why did they have to be naked?
Have you ever seen Rosemary's Baby?
No.
Required.
Okay.
Do it.
Well, I was reading about the background of this, and the director was said he was inspired by Carrie and Rosemary's Baby for this movie.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And this is the director's first movie. Full-length feature film.
Nice.
So I feel like it was a really well-made film for being somebody's first go at it.
Yeah. Very much. Yeah. Like you said earlier, scary.
Yeah.
Slightly disjointed. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would make a really good limited series.
Sure.
You could draw it out and make it make more sense. The things that got glossed over, you could sort of delve in a little deeper so that we would understand what's happening.
Right. Because there was a lot of symbolism that you had to catch. And
I mean, you
like
have
that.
to cut some things out.
What was the most disturbing scene to you?
Definitely the bang in the head on the...
Yeah.
No, the decapitation.
Which one, with the piano wire?
No, the girl, the Charlie's decapitation. No, when they go back, kind of an aerial, like a drone in on her face,
on her head,
with all the bugs on it.
The ants, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, it's terrible. there was a lot of things that would stick with a person.
Yeah, I mean, that scene definitely is very shocking, and you kind of don't really see it coming, and
oh no,
and the fact that
great job,
it just freaking,
it's the last thing you expect.
Yeah,
absolute last thing,
because usually the kids don't die and stuff. They threaten them, but yeah, we watched what did we watch? The new Demeter. It's a takeoff of the Dracula movies, but it's the haunted ship. They kill a dog and a kid in that one, and I was like, whoa. What? They never killed the dog or the kid.
Wow.
And it was a Gus. I was sad.
No. A Gus. I'm painting a Gus.
Yeah?
Yes. I'll show it to you later.
Okay. For listeners, I don't know if we've ever said what kind of dog Gus is, but she's a mutt, but she looks like a black lab, basically.
Uh-huh.
And black lab died in that movie. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, nobody ever likes it when the dogs die.
No, because they're so innocent.
Oh, it's the worst. That's the worst feeling ever.
There's no dog death in this one, at least. She does cut the head off a bird, though.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's the pie man.
Oh.
And he likes to make sacrifices. I honestly don't know.
Does the pie man just like no-headed things?
I guess.
Like, that was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just likes things with their heads off.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't really explain why everybody has to have their head off.
Boy, that was dumb. Yeah. I don't know. And then posed like they're all like bowing down. What's in it for you?
Yeah.
What's the demon doing for you?
I also wondered that too. Like, they don't really explain why you would want to be in this cult.
Yeah. I mean, like, even Joan, she's got to run out there in the parking lot and like sell it.
Yeah.
It's like Avon. It's like a lot more work than you get out of it.
It's an MLM.
It's like pure romance. That's where we met. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so good movie.
Yeah.
Stupid movie. But good. It's just the demon things.
Yeah.
And Aunt Lydia. But if you Google the little girl that's in it, the photo of her that comes up, obviously she's older, is so quirky and delightful and cute.
I did.
Yes, she's got a little nose piercing.
Cute little short bang hairdo and pretty makeup.
Yes.
Yeah.
She definitely grown into her nose.
Yeah. I looked it up because I was wondering how old she was when she made this film, and she was 15.
Oh,
but she looks much younger.
Oh,
and I think she was 13. The character was 13.
The character was 13. Yeah. I mean, I thought she looked even younger, but
she definitely was like more childlike than most 13-year-olds.
Terrible judge of children's age.
Yeah.
Like, I forget like how tall I wasn't.
Yeah.
At whatever age, it's hard do you feel that way? Like you sort of feel like you've always been the same height?
Well, I have been the same height since I was like 12, so.
Well, like.
I do feel like that, yeah.
I have this little thing, tall, skinny thing with drawers in it. Mm-hmm. And it came from my grandma's house. But that's the only thing that I can look at and go, I remember being shorter than this.
Okay.
And that grandma would have to she would keep the little paper in there for me to write on.
Yeah.
Let me write on deposit slips. Junk paper.
Yeah.
In other words. But, like, I'm just a really bad judge of children. Everyone is like either 12 or a baby.
Yeah. I think it's harder for us too because I feel like kids seem older than more mature and like fashion
has changed the look.
I just didn't have the access to information that they do.
Yeah.
So they know how to like do their makeup and hair and dress and stuff.
The TikTok and the YouTube.
I had to figure out my own.
And you could be running around at 11 or 12 with fake lashes on.
Yeah.
And nobody bats an eye. But yeah, your age is really hard to tell. And yeah, height doesn't always betray your age.
No.
Anyway, yeah, I thought she was a lot younger, but that's wild. Everybody's always playing younger. Speaking of not really speaking of playing younger, but did you know that Matthew Perry's stepfather is Keith Morrison?
I don't know.
Was Keith Morrison?
I don't know who Keith Morrison is.
Yeah, you do.
I do?
Dateline.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
That's so weird. Huh.
Small world.
Very. Well, Hollywood might be.
Yeah.
A small
I think
sector of the world.
The industry is small.
Incestistry. Cut. Oh,
Mic
do you
drop.
want to move to the second movie? The Ring. Oh, The Ring. I expected to be really scared.
No?
Actually, I expected to be more scared with Hereditary, and I was. The Ring, I knew what to expect, but I think I was more scared by the movie The Grudge.
Okay.
Which I had seen in the theater. I used to have a friend, well, she's still my friend, but scary movie buddy.
Okay.
You don't always have somebody you can go to these things with. And if you go and see it in the theater, it's even scarier.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Oh, my first excited moment was, it's Amber Tamblyn. I used to watch General Hospital religiously.
Okay.
And I have something to share about Amber Tamblyn.
Is that Naomi Watts?
No.
Who's Amber Tamblyn?
She's like the first one to die.
Oh, okay.
Got dark hair.
Yeah. Isn't she married to that comedian? Never mind.
Probably.
I think she's married to a comedian and he's a lot older than her. But I can't think of his name
Should we
right
look
now.
that up?
David something?
St. Hubbins.
It's who?
Oh, yeah.
David Cross.
That's a very weird ass coupling.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I do. But that also kind of cute.
So she is super smart. And she's also like a writer poet. And so is my friend Jennifer Knox.
Oh, Salt Lickers?
Yes, she does Salt Lickers. So when I got her first book, this one, Days of Shame and Failure, on the back, who writes a little blurb but Amber Tamblyn? May I read this to you?
Yes.
When I'm asked why people should love poetry, I often point to the darkly funny, brutal poetry of Jennifer L. Knox and say, there's your reason, asshole. Right there. I dare you to read those poems and not be brought to your knees. Days of Shame and Failure is her best work yet, potent with heart-sickening truth, humor, and observations that will take us all from being on our knees to face planting on the ground, kissing this good earth with gratitude that such a poet exists in our time.
Wow.
Amber Tamblyn. So this tickled me to no end when I saw that. I was like, oh, starstruck. Not even starstruck that I know somebody who wrote a book.
Yeah.
But that she knows Amber Tamblyn.
Yeah.
From General Hospital. Which she was 11.
Yeah.
To be fair. When she started anyway. Emily Quartermain. Yeah, I was way too into that. So yes. There's a big recommendation.
Shout out to come be on the podcast.
Yes.
Amber Tamblyn.
No, Jen.
Jen too.
Yes. Oh my God. She is one of the funniest people to chat with in real life.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And yeah, her poetry is amazing. Bum bum bum. So I thought when I saw her that she was gonna prevail, but she died.
Yeah, she dies right away.
I was like, no. Can I correlate something here? Because I was like, The Grudge, which both of these movies are like Japanese.
Yeah, they
originally. Yeah. And they're scarier in Japanese.
Probably.
In Japan. With they have a culture for this kind of spooky and the look of it. The look of it looked non-American, which, foreign, if you will, to our mindset. So that's scary in itself. But in The Grudge, that stars Sarah Michelle Gellar. Okay. And I was like, both of those two were kind of hand in hand. Guess who's in The Grudge 2?
Amber Tamblyn?
Yes! Isn't that weird?
No, I didn't know that.
That's awesome.
I've seen The Grudge, but I don't remember it being Sarah Michelle Gellar, but I guess...
Yeah, and she kind of was a transplant in Japan. Okay. Taking care of some crazy old lady and then spooky hair demons.
Yeah, the way that hair demon, I like that. The way that girl moves in the Grudge is very unsettling.
It's like what's in your bathroom right now. It's a hair demon.
Just leave my fake hair wherever I please.
As you should. It's your house. Oh my gosh.
So I immediately thought of this movie too when we had the topic, because it scared me a lot the first time I watched it, but I think it was like the setting.
Okay.
And I have it's also like a memory of mine, because I watched this in college. It was late at night. It probably got over at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and we were all like piled in this one dorm. Everyone else was asleep. I was the only one that stayed up and watched the whole thing.
Oh, God.
And so I had to get up and like turn the TV off and stuff. And I was like, it's going to come out of it.
Yeah. Did you put on your calendar like 7 days I'm going to die?
No, but
I would have maybe penciled that in.
Well, I made the mistake of telling everyone else how scared I was and how I couldn't sleep after I watched it. So one time I came back to my dorm room and I'm like laying on my bed and the TV turns on. And I'm like, what the fuck? Well, I see an arm come out and like push a remote from underneath my bed.
Oh, they're trying.
And the ring starts.
That's a good one.
And then my phone rings.
That's a good one.
And it was my friend goes, 7 days. And she hangs up. This is when we still had landlines when I was in college. So you could do that. And I saw my friend, shout out Stephanie. I saw her arm. Otherwise, I probably would have shit my pants. But you know what? I'm honored that they would have taken that much time to prank me.
That's so funny.
Cue up, and it was a VHS. Cue up a VHS.
Rewind.
When I think about 2002, I think like, oh, we had a lot of technology then, but were people really watching VHSs? But I'm pretty sure we watched it on VHS then.
I thought you were gonna say, I think back to 2002. We had a lot of fun.
Well, that's true also.
Oh, gosh.
2002 was the year I graduated high school.
I think I was 1 year married. Yeah. I don't remember what I was doing. Probably eating that cake.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So, so the girl was thrown into the well.
Yeah.
But why again?
Because
Mom didn't love her?
Well, Mom did love her, but she thought, and I'm blanking now. She was never meant to have children or something. Yeah. She had like 66 miscarriages when he looked up her file.
66?
Yes. Which I don't even think is mathematically possible. I mean, it is. You could get pregnant every month and miscarry, I guess, but...
Wait, there's 12 months in a year. Mm-hmm. So you're literally getting pregnant every month and losing it.
You wouldn't even know.
That's not... You're right. How many years is that?
I thought that too. I was like, 66.
How many years is that? And then you can't No, I'm sorry. You can't get pregnant right away if you miscarry. I just don't believe that is something that could happen regularly over and over and over. Oh, but she was probably possessed. Oh, no, that's why.
It's a demon.
Yeah, the demon impregnated her.
But there wasn't a demon in this. It was just the girl, right? She was the demon.
She was a ghost demon?
Yeah, she wanted people to get her out of the well because they didn't know she was there.
But then when they did, she didn't stop. That's what I thought.
She wanted her remains out of there.
That's what I thought, is that
true.
everything would... I was like, oh, she needs her remains to be laid to rest. But it didn't end.
Oh, but that's right, because then the boy's like, oh, you helped her?
Yeah, she never sleeps.
Yeah, she wanted out of the well so she could get out of the TV. I don't know. It was a little confusing.
Did she want revenge?
Perhaps.
Did she? Yeah, that didn't make sense. That was just like, I'm so pissed. I will never stop fucking with you all ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, put my remains to rest, but I still fucking hate you so much. That is a woman scorned.
Yes.
I'll never sleep. Make your life miserable.
She never sleeps.
I love sleep. And I have come to a place like literally last couple weeks where I'm just like, good night. Like, I don't even want to look at anything on TV. I'm just like, what's the point? It's 7:30 and I'm sleepy. I can do it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm coming into my own. Maybe I can nap now.
Oh.
Yeah. I've never been good at it. It's like, I got to start little by little, just dip my toe in, start at 10 minutes, work my way up to 6 hours.
Oh, I've always been a good napper.
Not
a good sleeper. So, yeah, I've always kind of, I go through periods of where I have insomnia, but I can always nap. Probably because I have insomnia. So I'm tired a lot, but sometimes my body just goes, you need a nap now. Yeah. And I'll just pass out.
Nice. I need to just start embracing that. I have severe FOMO. Or also maybe ADD. Well, okay. Here's the thing is the other day I was like, could I have OCD or possibly ADD? Because I was just feeling like I really couldn't settle down.
Yeah.
And I was working, and so I grabbed this notebook and I'm just like, I'm just going to just jot down this shit that I can't chuck out of my head. Yeah. These nagging thoughts. It went on for like 3 pages, but the gist of it is the very idea that I was about to do that should have answered my question in itself. Like, no, you don't do that. But it was scary. It was scary. And I also realized the tremendous effect that TV has on me.
Yeah.
Like, literally. They were talking about an airline story and crossbody bags, and I immediately thought of this crossbody bag that I have, and I wondered if I could stick a patch on it. And I was like, stop it. And then I literally was like, don't get up. Don't go look for that bag. Don't do it. Fine. I went to do it. I need meds. I'm on meds. Yeah. I need a bit of a tweak. I think that was too much.
Yeah.
And the answer was no. I don't think I could stick a patch on it.
But you had to look.
I had to.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have compulsions. Yes. Compulsivity. But, I can't be the only one and I can't be the worst one.
No.
That's what how about you? What do you do that's whack?
I'm on meds.
Yeah.
For that reason. And one of the only reasons I can sleep now.
Good for you.
So I definitely have the thought loop thing where you keep thinking about the same thing over and over again and you just can't stop. And the more you don't want to think about it, the more you think about it.
Yep.
I definitely have that. But the meds quiet it a lot for going to sleep.
Good.
So that's good.
Is that where you have your most loopy?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's in the shower sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh, I hate that. So I gotta sing something instead of thinking.
Yeah.
Or not thinking. That's when they're there.
I can never not think. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Joel says he can just like zone out.
Do you have the inner monologue?
Yes.
Does it sound like your voice?
Yeah.
I've talked to people who don't.
It's a weird thing. It's weird when you learn that other people don't think the same way that you do, because you're like, you have no point of reference, so you just go around this world assuming that everybody pictures things in their brain the same way as you, or thinks about stuff the same, and they don't
like roll their tongue.
Yeah. One, I didn't realize I have synesthesia, which is where you like see colors and stuff like that, and associate colors and with different letters and numbers and stuff like that. And I didn't realize that wasn't normal until I was like watching this show called Weeds. Did you ever see that?
No, I've heard of it.
Okay. Kevin Nealon
Love him.
Is an accountant on the show, and he's helping the drug dealers with their stuff. Okay. And he says, it's really easy for me because I have synesthesia. I see all the numbers in different colors, so I can just put all the purples together. Whoa. And I was like, wait, that's a thing that people don't do?
Whoa.
And I started looking it up. I'd never heard of it before. And I absolutely have it. I have different colors for different letters and numbers, and that's how I see them in my head. And
can you learn that? I want to learn to do that.
I don't know how to explain it to you though. Other than I just know that like the number 2 is yellow. It's just a fact. And Thursday.
It's just a fact.
Yeah, and Thursdays are green. Do you see the colors of the week or the months as color or as colors?
No.
The days of the week, yeah.
No, but I see numbers as shapes.
Okay, that's a similar thing.
I see them as shapes and repeating patterns more so than actually doing math.
Okay, then yeah, that's kind of a similar thing.
Yeah.
Or like when you picture dates or a calendar, do you have like a picture of a calendar in your head?
Sometimes.
Or like some kind of, physical thing that you see to keep track?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like if somebody asks me when our next gig is, I picture a calendar.
Yeah.
And whether or not I know what the date is, I know where it is. And I'll be like, oh, it's the 3rd Saturday.
Okay.
But I can't. And they'll say, I leave it up to the other person to go, oh, the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah, come out.
Yeah. Same. Like I have a weird way that I picture. It's kind of circular. Like a year is a circle to me. More like an oval. Actually,
okay.
But
like a Mayan.
Yeah. Because it's not linear. It's a circle.
Yeah.
Every year.
Circle's good way to picture it.
Yeah, I think of the weeks like that too.
I don't know why they don't do it that way. Because they think you need 12 different images to go with your month. But they should be in a circle.
It should be different colors.
Like the Chinese calendar, the zodiac in a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A ring, if you will.
Wow. I don't think it's going to get any better than that moment right there. Goddamn, Wendy.
All right.
All right.
So, if you like horror films, I would recommend both of these.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Just know that, trigger warning, if, well, I guess we already ruined it for you, so you'll know. If you can handle that.
Really popped off.
It is going to come off. A child's head will come off. And a bird's head and a couple other people's heads.
Lots of heads off.
Yeah. So if beheading is a trigger for you, don't watch that.
I mean, I don't know who sits well with beheading, but okay, Wendy.
Yes.
Next week.
Yeah.
I was telling you about a movie that I watched the other day. Are you willing to watch it?
Yes.
Okay. And what I said about it was, do you remember?
This is the first movie I can tell Nicolas Cage is a really good actor.
It was very different.
Yeah.
Okay, and I really do think that we can unpack it for days.
Okay.
Okay, so it's called Dream Scenario.
Okay.
I don't know what year it is, but I had never heard of it.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Nicolas Cage, and yeah, I can't wait.
Okay.
I can't wait to watch it again.
Yeah.
It's gonna flip your lid. Okay. Yeah, so what we always say is
Everybody loves slicking beans.
okay.
Love you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.